Hi guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today's video is Leprechaun Dinner Bells. These are made out of clay pots. Really easy to make. They're a little time consuming, but definitely worth it. So if you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. Okay, I've got a 3-pack of flower pots from the Dollar Tree. And these are 2.5 inch. I've got 1.5 inch wooden balls. I got these at Michael's. And the first thing I'm going to be doing with these is painting them white. And then I'll be putting green on this and flesh color on this. I have some upholstery thread, some bells. They don't have to be green. I got them at Christmas time and I've had them in my stash for quite a while. I've got some paintbrushes and a styrofoam plate to do my painting. I have a little leftover doll hair. And it's in the red or reddish brown. But that's all I have left over. I don't even have the package that it came in anymore. I gotten this little hat at the Dollar Tree last year. And I've got some paints. I've got the shamrock green. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use the metallics or not. That's the glitter, and that's just the metallic. And there's gold, white, copper color, black, and flesh color. Okay, I'm going to get these base coated and painted. Okay, I've got the base coat on. I actually only needed one coat, which I'm kind of surprised. These are skewers, and I just have them in the hole in the bottom of the little wooden ball and in the terracotta pot, and it's all drying nicely. And as soon as that's done drying, I'm going to be painting these green and this flesh color. While I'm thinking about it, when you paint these, leave some wood on the bottom. And it gives a better adhesion with the hot glue. Okay, I've got these painted. This took, the green took 2 coats. The flesh color took 1. And I did one completely green. And this one I left white on the bottom. I almost forgot, you need 4 little wooden hearts. These are just a little bit over 1 inch at the widest spot. I got these, I think at Walmart, and it was in a mixed size bag. They had all different kind of heart sizes. And these need painted also. And they go like this, because these are going to be the hands and the arms. And then most of this in the green and some of it and the rest of it in flesh color. When painting these little hearts, make sure you get the outside rim because this will show. And I'm doing both sides. And I think you can see that I'm doing opposites. because one's going to go on one side and one's going to go on the other. Okay, while everything's drying, I've got the upholstery thread and one of the little jingle bells. And what I want to do is I want to tie this onto the jingle bell, but I want to make sure that I'm going to have plenty of room. And I'm going to repeat this for each one of them. Once I get all these done, I'll be tying them all together. Well, 3 of them for each. And then just gluing them to the top. And I definitely have way too much thread here, but it's a whole lot easier to work with too much than to try and get that tied when it's real short. And I'm just doing a double knot. Okay, I've gathered the 3 bells so that they're at different levels. And I'm going to tie them so that they stay at these different levels. And you can see they're way too long, which is fine. And I'm going to take just a little tiny bit of glue right here. And what this is going to do is, it's not only going to glue them all together, but it's going to give me a hard edge so that it'll go through that hole just like a shoestring. Okay, now I'm going to decide where I want it. And it's got to be above the edge. I think that's pretty good right there. And I'm going to give it a little bit of glue here to keep it in place. And I'm going to repeat the same with the other one, and then we're going to start putting this together. Okay, the glue has dried. Everything's moving freely. And I'm going to add another drop of glue behind this. Although once I glue the head on, it's going to hold real well. Okay. And put some glue around the hole. Don't go too far out to the edge, because you definitely do not want that to squirt out. Okay, I'm going to give this little figure a face. And I know you've seen me do this before. I'm going to take a little bit of black. And I'm going to dunk the end of a paintbrush into the black. And you want just about the center. If you go up too high, it definitely gives it a really strange look. Now, while I have this wet paint on here, I'm going to take a toothpick and just gently pull out to give it some little eyelashes. And this certainly does beat trying to get this done with a detail brush, because all you're doing is pulling that extra paint out. And I usually do 3 to 4 little lashes coming out. And then I'm going to take just a little dot of the black on the toothpick, and there's its little nose. And I'm going to come back and do the mouth and finish the eyes up afterwards. But for this detail work, I am definitely using just a toothpick. Okay, I put a little bit of white out and a little bit of, this is called Valentine Pink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these little guys some direction lines. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the white on the toothpick. And just dab it on there, and now she looks like she's looking that way. Okay, I'm going to give the little guy some pants. And I've got a flat brush here, and I'm just going to dip the corner of the brush in the paint. And right in the center. Just giving her a little line. Okay, now I need a little bit of green. And I'm double loading this brush, and I know you've seen me do this before, but for the new ones, you can see there's just a little teeny tiny bit of white on there and green. And I'm coming back down in here. And what that does is it'll lighten it up. And he now looks like he has pants on. And I think that needs raised just a little bit. Now he needs a belt. And I'm going to do that in black. And now I'm going to take a little bit of gold and give him a little buckle. And all this is a little rectangle. And she is going to get some dots. And I'm going to give her the green dots. And I'm just going to continue that all the way around. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give him some hair. And this was, it looked like a braid. and it's in the doll section at Michael's. And I think Joann's carries it too, but I know I got this at Michael's. But I've spread this out, and I'm going to glue it so that it looks like hair, and then I'll be adding a piece in the back. I'm going to keep it kind of on the short side, but I'll be able to give him a haircut. And you can see that I did take a little bit off here, and this is going to be for his beard. Okay, he's got his little haircut, and I've got a little sliver here that I'm going to put underneath here as a beard. That just cracks me up. Okay, I'm going to put his little hat on him, and then give him his arms. Okay, and I've got the arms, which is the heart, and they are going to be glued on the sides. Okay, I'm going to get started on her and give her some hair and put a bow in her hair, and I think these are about done. Okay, I got her hair on and her little arms. I added a bow and I put a green gemstone in the center. And I actually got these gems from the Dollar Tree in their sticker section. Dinner's ready. If you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and happy creating, everyone.